sister?
Oh, yes. You see, living next to the church all our lives, we've seen so many ministers come and go. And the spirit of Brooklyn, we always say, is its friendliest. And your sermons are not so much sermons as they are friendly talks.
Personally, I've always enjoyed my talks with the Cardinal. Or have I met him yet?
No, dear, not yet.
Fully!
Oh, are the biscuits good? Have another biscuit, Dr. Harper.
No, thank you. I always eat too many of your biscuits just to taste that lovely jam.
Oh, but you haven't tried the quince. We always put just a little apple in it to take out the tartness.
No, no.
Well, I'll send you over a jar.
No, thank you. You keep it here. That way you'll be sure of having it with your biscuits.
Oh, well, I really hope they don't make us use that imitation flour again. But all this war trouble, and I've almost come to the conclusion that this Mr. Hitler isn't a Christian.
If only Europe were another planet.
Did you say Europe, sir?
Yes, Eddie.
Point your gun the other way!
Oh, now Teddy.
Gun?
To the west! There's the true enemy. There's your real danger! Japan!
Teddy.
Yes, of
But
course.
not so much talk about the war and more about the canal.
Well, let's not talk about war. Will you have another cup of tea, dear?
No, thank you, my dear Aunt Abby.
Dr. Harper?
No, thank you. I must admit, Miss Abby, war and violence seem far removed from these surroundings.
Oh, yes, it is peaceful here, isn't it?
Yes, peaceful. The virtues of another day, they're all right here in this house.
Oh, it's...
Simple virtues that went out with the candlelight, good manners, and low taxes.
Yes, that's what I think, too. It's just as it is when Grandfather Brewster built and furnished it. Well, except, of course, for the electricity, but we use that as little as possible. It was Mortimer who convinced us to put that in.
Yes, I can believe that. Your nephew Mortimer seems to live only by electric light.
Oh, the poor boy has to work so late, but I understand he's taking Elaine to the theater with him. Teddy, dear! Your brother Mortimer will be a little late.
Delighted.
Oh, we're so glad it's Elaine that Mortimer takes to the theater with him.
Yes, well, it's a new experience for me, having to wait up until 3 in the morning for my daughter to be brought home.
Oh, well, Dr. Harper, I hope you don't disapprove of Mortimer.
Well-
I feel so guilty if you did, Sister Martha and I. After all, it is here in this house where Mortimer first met Elaine.
I know, Miss Abby, and so I'll say immediately that I believe Mortimer to be quite a worthy gentleman. However, I must also admit that I've been watching the growing intimacy between he and my daughter with some trepidation.
Oh,
For one reason, Miss Abby,
yes, you mean his stomach, Dr. Harper.
his stomach?
Yes, his dyspepsia. Oh, he's bothered with it so, the poor boy.
No, Miss Abby. I'm talking about your nephew's unfortunate connection with the theater.
The theater? Oh, no, Dr. Harper. Mortimer writes for the New York newspaper.
I know, but dramatic critics are constantly exposed to the theater, and I don't doubt some of them develop an interest in it.
Oh, now, Mortimer, you have no fear of that. Why, Mortimer hates the theater.
Really?
Yes, he writes awful things about it. But as he says, it's a career for now. But I think we'll give the theater another year or two, perhaps. Oh, that's okay, Teddy. I've got it. Hello, Mr. Brophy.
Hello, Miss Brewster.
Miss Klein.
Hello, Miss Brewster. How are you this evening?
Great.
What news have you gentlemen brought me from the front?
Colonel, we have nothing to report.
Splendid.
Oh, well, you know Dr. Harper.
Sure. Hello, Dr. Harper.
We've come for the toys for the Christmas fund.
Oh,
That's a splendid work you gentlemen do, fixing up old toys to give poor children a happier Christmas.
Well, it gives us something to do while we're sitting around the station. You get tired of playing cards, and you start cleaning your gun, and the first thing you know, you shot yourself in the foot.
Teddy, dear, go get that big box from your Aunt Martha's room. How is Miss Brophy? Miss Brophy's been quite ill, Dr. Harper.
Pneumonia.
Charge!
Better now. A little weak still.
Oh, well, I'll get you some beef broth to take to her.
Don't bother, Miss Abby. You've done so much for her already.
Oh, not at all. Martha and I made it this morning, and she's taking some to Mr. Pormanitsky. Oh, well, sit down and get comfortable, all of you.
She shouldn't go to all that trouble.
Listen, try to stop her or her sister from doing something nice, and for nothing. They don't even care how you vote.
Yes, when I received my call to Brooklyn, moved next door, my wife was very ill. When she died, and for months after, well, if I know pure kindness and absolute generosity, it's because I've known him.
Colonel, you promised not to do that.
Well, I must call a meeting to release these supplies.
He used to do that in the middle of the night. The neighbors raised Cain with us. They're a little afraid of him anyway.
He's quite harmless.
Suppose he does think he's Teddy Roosevelt. There's a lot worse people think he was.
It's a shame. A nice family like this hatching a cuckoo.
Well, his father, the girl's brother, was some sort of genius, wasn't he? And then their father, Teddy's grandfather, seems to me I've heard he was a little crazy too.
Yeah, he was crazy like a fox. He made $1 million.
Really? You're in Brooklyn?
Yep, patent medicine. He was a sort of quack or something. Old Sergeant Edwards remembers him. He used his house here as a sort of clinic. Tried those medicines out on people.
Yeah, I hear he used to make mistakes occasionally too.
Well, the department never bothered him much because he was pretty useful in autopsies, especially the poison cases.
Well, whatever he did, he left his daughter a fix for life. Thank God for that.
Not that they ever spent it on themselves.
Yes, I'm well aware of their charities.
You don't know the tenth of it. When I was with the Missing Persons Bureau, we were searching for this old man that we never did find. Did you know there's a rental agency that's got this house down listed for furnished rooms? They don't rent rooms, you bet. Anyone who comes here looking for a room leaves with a good meal and a few dollars in their kit.
Just their way of doing it, people can do some good too.
Yeah.
Oh, well, isn't this nice?
Hello, Miss Brewster.
Oh, how do you do, Mr. Brophy? Dr. Harper, Miss Klein.
How are you, Miss Brewster? We came to get the Christmas toys.
Ah, yes, Teddy's Army and Navy. They do wear out, but they're all packed.
The colonel's upstairs after them. Seems the cabinet has to okay.
Of course. Well, I hope Mrs. Brophy's doing better.
She's doing fine, ma'am. Your sister's getting me some broth to take to her.
Yes, we made some this morning. I just took it to a poor old gentleman who broke ever so many bones. Oh, you're back, Martha. How is Mr. Vinitzky? Well, dear, I'm afraid it's pretty serious. The doctor is there, and he's going to have to amputate in the morning. Can we be present? Oh, no, dear. I asked him about it. He said it was against the rules of the hospital.
You couldn't have been of much service. You must spare yourself something.
Oh, well, here's the broth, Mr. Brophy. Make sure it's good and hot.
I will. Thank you.
Oh, Teddy.
Thank you. Oh, this is fine. That O'Malley was nuts about it.
That's General Miles, and I retired him. The organ!
Oh, Teddy, dear, put it back.
No, the organ goes to Australia.
Oh, now,
I
Teddy.
promised it to Fighting Bob Evans.
Oh, but Teddy.
Why does it matter what kid gets it? Bobby Evans? Go. Is he going? Thank you very much, ma'am. We'll be running along.
Oh, not at all. Bye-bye now. Thank you for coming. Goodbye. So good
Thank
to
you for the
see
broth.
Give my regards to Miss Ruby.
I must be getting home.
Oh, well, before you go, Dr. Harper, there's been something I've been meaning to talk to you about.
What is it?
Well,
George the Blockhouse!
The blockhouse?
oh, yes, the stairs are always San Juan Hill.
Have you ever tried convincing him that he wasn't Teddy Roosevelt?
Oh, no. Once, remember, Martha, a long time ago, we thought if he could be Mr. George Washington, it might be a change for him. Yes, but he just stayed under his bed for days and wouldn't eat anything. Oh, and we'd rather he be Mr. Teddy Roosevelt than nobody.
Well, if he's happy, what's more important than being happy? You'll see that he signs these.
Oh, what are they? Oh, Dr. Harper's arranged for Teddy to go to Happyville Sanitarium when we pass on. Oh, well, why should Teddy sign the papers now?
It's better to have it all settled now. The good Lord should take you away suddenly. Perhaps we couldn't convince him to commit himself. That would lead to a very unpleasant legal procedure. Mr. Witherspoon understands that it would be filed away until the time comes to use them.
Mr. Witherspoon? Who's he?
He's the superintendent of Abby-Marissa.
Yes, he's arranged for him to come and meet Teddy either tomorrow or the next day. Oh, but that's very nice of you.
Well, I better be running along home before Elaine comes looking for me here.
Oh, well, give our love to Elaine. And Dr. Harper, please don't think harshly of Mortimer because he's a dramatic critic. Somebody has to do those things.
I understand. Thank you, ladies.
Goodbye. Abby.